Hello, friends. Those back pages here. I hope you're well. Well, before I begin tonight's episode, quick little shout out to Baseball Collector Mike. He and I did a live video this evening and discussing tips and such about your YouTube channel, content and creating and all that good stuff. So head over there and definitely give that a view. Give it a listen. It's worth your time. I was glad to be on that show with Mike, and it was great. Thank you again, Mike. Haven't decided what I'm going to name this episode yet, but I'm sure something will give it away in the title. That's how we roll. Well, let's get started. 1992. 1992 was an interesting time in the hobby. We'll be talking about Topps tonight. As you can see in front of you, this is a 1991 George Brett and a 1992 George Brett. From 1952 to 1991, Topps cards looked like this. From 52 to 56, they were larger size. I should have had one out for that, but it is what it is. Your basic front and back. You know, starting with varying from 1 cent packs with gum to a high of, in 1987 Topps, of 17 cards per pack with a piece of gum, wrapped in that wonderful wax concoction wrapper, which is why we call it wax packs. 1992, however, for reasons that I don't know, and never read about, but easy to believe that due to the popularity of Upper Deck from entering the market in 1989, to some extent Score in 88, but a changing landscape, Topps felt the need to do something different. 1992 also saw the return of the NBA to the Topps family. 1981 was the last time that Topps had put out basketball cards, and then in 92 they came back. They also made football and hockey, NFL and NHL cards in 1992 as well. And all 4 sports had the same borders, same layout, which was fantastic. I wish that would have been true every year. This is the front, and yes, this is the back. You'll notice a change. I don't think the camera will pick up on the front, but it will certainly pick up on the back. They changed the cardstock. This is a bright white cardstock. It's a higher quality cardstock. So not only did they change the cardstock, they also eliminated the gum and eliminated the wax pack. That year, 1992, the regular wax packs looked like cellos, like the cellos used to, that we were all used to. Just smaller quantity of cards per pack, and obviously tighter wrapped. And in 92, they were no longer see-through. I don't have any, but you could press down the cellophane and see the player on top and bottom, but it wasn't the same. Not only that, they introduced Topps Gold. Here's a Topps Gold Brett. This is the regular Brett. You'll notice the gold there on the bottom, the name in gold, and it also says Topps Gold here, very faint yellow, versus just regular Topps on the base card. So, for all four sports, they had the set, and then they had an entire parallel in gold. Now, here's a couple interesting things about this, why we didn't realize at the time, but it is what it is. Hindsight's always 20/20. Looking back, it's still a bit fuzzy. But for baseball, you averaged about 1 gold per box. For basketball, football, and hockey, you got 1 gold per pack. 1 gold per wax pack. They also made jumbos, which had 3 golds, actually upwards of 5 gold. It varied per sport as well. They made rack packs as well. So not only were the other 3 sports, the sets were smaller, like literally the number of cards per set. You also got a lot more gold. Like, I think the basketball set was like 403 cards or something. Then Topps baseball was 792 cards. Never did learn why they didn't put 1 gold per pack. They started in 93 putting 1 gold per pack, but in 92 they did not. They made factory sets that contained, your hobby factory set contained 10 golds and some other bonus, I don't remember, pre-production or something for 93, I don't remember exactly. And the retail factory sets contained 10 golds. But within each wax pack of baseball, they had a game card for a game, a scratch-off game. And if you scratched off, it was based on a question and whatnot. Memory, it's been 27 years, so it's a little bit fuzzy. But if you scratched off correctly, you could mail in and get a pack of Topps Gold winners. Now, what's winners mean, Eric? This is what a Topps Gold winners looks like. It looks just like the Topps Gold. The backs are the same. But here on the front, it says winner. Not a winner, winner. Well, regular winner. So, you had Topps Gold and Topps Gold winner. Now, here's the catch. Those game cards, as we soon learned, if you held them up to the flashlight, you could see right through the scratch-off part. So it was no challenge to win, as Topps intended it to be when they created it. So that's why you'll see on the market there's a ton more of the winners card, the winner's gold winner versus the non-gold winner, for the gold non-winner. Now, another interesting bit, they did not do that for the other 3 sports. It's just the regular Topps Gold. Now, another interesting thing that never really made any sense to me, I was heavily into hockey at the time, and I had to make the gold set, and I did, and took who knows how much, but I did. But for basketball and baseball, not hockey or football, they made a complete gold set. That's right. For baseball, you could buy the entire 792 card gold set. Came in a black box. I think they made about 12,000 sets. Maybe more, I don't remember. Each set came with here's a name from the past that you might have forgotten, a Brian Taylor autograph card, exclusive to that box set. And it was quite costly. I don't remember how much it cost. I never bought one. But you got the entire 792 card gold set and the Brian Taylor autograph in each set. They also made a Topps Gold Factory set for basketball. No autograph in it. Something Shaq related, maybe nothing. I don't remember, to be honest with you. I think just the set in gold, which, because Shaq at the time was the bee's knees. So that was able to carry that product. They did not make a Gold Factory set for football or hockey. Still don't know why. But they made regular factory sets for all four sports. So if you bought a hockey factory set, you got, I don't remember how many golds are in there, 20 maybe. You got an additional assortment of gold. Same for football. But then again, for football, they made high number, which was not part of the factory set, but they made a high number factory set that had Favre in it. Not a rookie card, but popular. So, Topps went from 1991 making wax packs with gum and wax to 1992 with no more gum and no more wax. But introduced, this was a one-off. This winter stuff was a one-off. But introduced Topps Gold as we know it today. It was very popular at the time. And began a new chapter in Topps. So, 1993 came around. Oh, and 1992, I believe, was the last year they made... Well, no, that's not totally true, because they didn't live... But for the most part, they stopped making one series. From 74, technically, because 73 kind of had a low and high, but technically 74 through 1992, it was released in one series. 93, they introduced two series. Series 1 had this kid named... They had draft picks in it, so the Yankees had this kid named Derek Jeter. And this is his Topps Gold. And they were one per pack in 1993. This is from Series 1. Topps Gold. Which is kind of... It's not numbered. It's just it's got the little gold stamp on there. And the name plate is in gold. Highly recommend picking one of these up if you haven't already. Within his induction coming up, the results coming out will probably make things a little bit bonkers. So they made Topps Gold in 92, 93, 94. Then it kind of dropped off in 95 while there was the strike. So that kind of put a squash on things. Then the rest of the 90s, the cards had some gold to them, so they didn't really make it gold 1 per pack parallel. Then in 2001, Topps was celebrating its 50th anniversary, which was a big deal, 2001. So they were, the sport was fortunate enough to have Pujols and Ichiro tearing it up, both as rookies. So, one of the things we spoke about on the episode tonight with Mike is, should you buy cards to make videos? Absolutely not. You should make videos, you should make content because you got mail or ideas or a personal collection or just stuff you want to show. So make videos because you got a mail day. Don't have a mail day because you want to make videos. That being said, tonight's video has been a while in the making. Card came in the mail today that inspired me to make tonight's video. I've wanted this card off and on for a while now. And over the winter, I came close to pulling the trigger on it a couple of times. Actually, it was late last year, probably about a year ago or so. And then Slabgate happened. And the seller that has at the time had 4 or 5 of these listed, turns out to be one of the not so nice people. One of the bad actors in the hobby. So I'm grateful I did not purchase because the asking price was too high for what I was willing to spend. And they don't do best offers, so it worked out for the best for me. So off and on I would search for this card. Lo and behold, when it came up, buy it now, best offer. The seller was a little trying to think of the right word, irrational. Their asking price, but they had a best offer, so I shot a couple of best offers, all automatically declined. Which was a little bit shocking because my offers were fair. Sure enough, eBay promotion came around, so I shot my last available offer according to eBay and hoped it would open the door and get me in on a little discussion with the seller. Sure enough, the seller accepted, and it arrived in the mail today. It is the 2001 Topps Gold Albert Pujols. Somebody at some point dropped this card. I'm not going to get it to not going to focus well there, but this is graded a long time ago. That's alright. Come on, camera. Alright. Come on. You can do it. Now, for the 50th anniversary, Topps kind of, I wasn't collecting at the time, but they reintroduced the Topps Gold program with a caveat. Now, obviously you can't, I don't know if you can make it out, but the etching is the border on this card is etched. There's little lines going the build on this, the build quality on this is amazing. What's also amazing about these, is on the back, they are numbered to the year of release. So these 2001s are numbered to 2001, which is beautiful. There's also an Ichiro in this set that I would like to own. There are a few autographed copies on eBay, but I'm not interested in autographed copies. So, a new era began for Topps with Topps Gold. I'm guessing at the time they were very popular. Like I mentioned, I was not collecting at the time. In 2001, they started numbering them to 2001, and each and every year since then, they have been released. So if you open a pack of 2019 Topps and pulled a Topps Gold card, it would be numbered to 2019. Now, over the years, I wouldn't say these cards have been extremely popular, but I've gathered some from my collection. In 2011, they had a fellow named Mike Trout, and of course these are numbered to 2011. In 2013, so Nolan Arenado. 2014, Mookie Betts. 2015, Chris Bryant. And that's the beautiful thing of these fellas, is the people, friends. 2017, Aaron Judge. Alex Bregman, who just hit number 40 tonight at the time of this recording. Might hit another one by the time you're watching this. Cody Bellinger. And, you know, for many years they weren't extremely popular, I wouldn't say. They weren't giving them away or anything. But, you know, it was a nice parallel. And I've always felt it was a nice parallel. Not too many, not too little, not too few. You know, as I like to say, for the many, not the few. So if you trudged long enough on this, you could have them. Like I said, they're numbered to the year, so 2,000 plus of something is not incredibly difficult. And through the calendar year 2000, through the end of the calendar year 2019, got a couple more to show here. Here's the Acuna. The Glaber, and the Soto. These were, you know, in this form, in 9 form, these were both under $100 each. And this Glaber Raw, which has a stereotypical corner issue, was about $6. Never did get a 9. I did get a 9 of Pete Alonso. And, oh, it's over there. I won't waste any more of your time. I have a Tatis PSA 9 and a raw Eloy Jimenez. And I look forward to adding a Fat Boy when Update comes out. But, like I said, through the end of calendar year 2018, they were all readily affordable. Other than Trout. Trout got stupid a while ago, but that's Trout. Like everything else, he doesn't apply. The rules don't apply to him. But with the Acuna explosion and pure explosion of the last 6 weeks or so, 2 months, gold has gotten crazy. So much so that, when 2019, there's nobody in Series 1 2019 of note, rookie card-wise. But Series 2 has Alonso, Tatis, Eloy Jimenez in the Topps Gold. So I figured, well, I'll just wait a couple of weeks for the hype to die down and pick them up later. Because they were in the $30 area when the product was released. I was like, that'll come down. They never did. They've gone the opposite. And I think they're both, I think Tatis is like north of 75, somewhere. I don't. See, the thing with me is I tend not to really follow something once I actually obtain it for my collection, as far as the pricing goes. Because it's always on to hunting for the next thing. But yeah, Topps Gold never died down. And now Topps Gold is its own thing. I mean, it's become its own thing. I mean, like I said, for the many, not the few. So if you wanted to be a Topps Gold collector, it's feasible. Some of the other rarer parallels, the Topps Black, which is also, started with, I don't remember exactly when it started, but they're numbered to 67 now. I think they screwed up. It should be 68, but that's irrelevant. It's such a small number that, the buy-in for that is ridiculous. It's never been in my budget, and I don't foresee it being in my budget. That's okay. It's not what it's about. But anyway, so there's your little story time about 1992 Topps and Topps' decision to change up their format and what it's led to today. And it was all inspired. Tonight's video was all inspired by this card, which I'm so proud to own. I mean, it's the camera's not really doing it justice, but it's a great looking card. The gold is just, you got the 50th anniversary there. It says rookie card on it. It's just glorious. So I want to thank you all for each and every one of you for watching and being important. You matter. I want you to share your knowledge. I want you to keep learning. I want you to always be learning. Each and every day, try to learn something new, whether it's the hobby, not the hobby, whatever it may be. And as always, please be kind.